This is a newer, more confident Ethiopia. The buildings can't go up fast enough. And young people say they're looking forward to a brighter future.
We have a very bad history of hunger and poverty, some just 20 years ago. So we don't want to have that as part of our history. We want to change it. And everybody is now geared towards that.
If you look at the latest GDP figures, that's the value of goods and services divided by the population. Ethiopia has a growth rate of around 7%. The top World Bank economist in the country says that sounds good, but it doesn't paint the whole picture.
When your country is very poor, when your base is low, the growth is much easier, rather than when you become, $20,000, $30,000 per capita, then the growth is very difficult. If there's an emergence of a middle income, so large middle income class in Ethiopia, the demand of this middle income to global merchandise and services will be tremendous.
A growing number of people argue that GDP is not the best way to measure the economy, as it doesn't reflect the improvement in people's lives. Ethiopia's booming, but it still relies heavily on outside aid. Some Africans suggest the Human Development Index, which monitors health and education, is a more reliable indicator of economic health.
It is access to health care, careless education, equality, gender equality in the economic growth, women's representation.
But all of this needs economic development. The trading floor at the commodities exchange has generated billions of dollars. Ethiopia has few natural resources other than agriculture, so it relies on things like coffee beans. Many African nations find it difficult to measure agricultural output. How, for example, can a farmer account for the produce that he grows and then eats? Economic growth and greater political stability have given many African countries reason to celebrate. But they need better tools to measure their progress, so help can reach the people who really need it. Nazanine, Moshiri, Al Jazeera, Addis Ababa.